Maybe you
Leviosa.
have to hit both. Maybe not. I mean, that's basically it.
Defendo.
Hmm.
Incendio. Whoa.
Hmm. Sorry about that. I keep hearing something from my streaming computer. I just don't know what it is.
Incendio. Leviosa.
Ta-da. Pretty much Leviosa. Doesn't absolutely need Wingardium Leviosa. Infamous foe. Definitely not gonna do that one. Hmm. I think it's just going like right out here. We can get mongrels. Looks like this camp is packed. Hun- Hunter's camp, or it's actually among the poachers, so I don't feel bad for looting everything.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Must be for that.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Incendio.
Oh,
Accio.
And thus we did not release the spiders. Now, if we could purposely release the spiders, that'd be awesome.
Accio.
There we go.
Expulso. Reductor. Defender.
Boom.
Accio.
Get the spider in this case.
Levioso. Defender.
Oh, that one would be quicker. No drops. No drops from that one either. Dang. Just gonna try and see if we could get some of the spider fangs. Oh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. We're not lagging anymore. There goes that. I guess that bandit camp. It is. To try and use. Get this whole quest done.
I see you.
When the clouds are dark, it's always the best
Oh,
time
it's that
to
one.
strike. It's as if nature herself lifts a veil beneath which to orchestrate one's treachery. You've had too much fire.
I find the rarest beasts in the forest, I do. You're lucky if you find a rat.
Potato. Expulso. Expulso.
Seems your luck has
Expulso.
Yep, without cover.
Accio. Defender.
I'm afraid somersaults won't.
You may want to move.
What?
You disappoint me. Child's play. Ha! Nice try.
Expulso. Venite. Incendio.
Poachers. But you need the Alohomora to really do anything about it. Supposed to be. Stolen.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Oh, it's a Reparo one.
Reparo. Reparo.
Selling the poaching errands your tip providers. Not worth the trouble.
I don't remember what that one was gonna be. Oh,
Ta-da!
alright guys, I know we've done some boring stuff, so I'll give some action. I mean,
Incendio. Expulso.
Yeah! I'm out before I find you.
Let's see you survive.
Patrico! Patrico!
Burn, my young friend. You die for that.
Patrico!
That'll toughen you up.
you have to admit, you want to be able to cast that yourself. You know it.
Let's see you survive.
It's not the
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
not truthfully a blast. Ancient magic focus 2. So those which you usually get from these chests are traits. That's what you can put on the gear. Let me open the gear. Let me show you a little bit more about that because I'm mentioning it. Oh. So I mean, this you see upgrades has 3 slots. That'll be something else. But trait slot level 3. That means the trait can actually be like ancient magic only was just 2. Where ancient magic has 3, or the gold robes, which are legendary, have a level of 3. You doesn't mean you can't do like a 2 or a 1, but you can go up to 3. So and I mean, the traits are very much useful. I mean, oh, here first. As to, let me show you one. So yeah, some are like rewards and challenges, which I think you've seen a couple times. This is from exploration, so ancient magic focused fill meter, right? Where it deer claw feather. So you need that feather to put it on to clothing. So here's trait 3, manipulation for Imperial. Don't have it, so it's not useful to me yet. Again, level 2, finding Petrificus Totalis. That is when you are under disillusionment, you have access to that spell. So there are multiple different ways to get traits. I believe I have a page bookmarked on Google. It's a Google Excel spreadsheet on all the traits, the different levels, and like their percentages on what they exactly mean. those like 5, 10, 15 or something, depending on trait level. It is very useful. And it also, like, it says what the trait is. So you kind of know what you're getting into per trait without having to unlock it and be like, okay, oh, that trait sounds good. Oh, wait, now this one sounds better. Well, now what trait am I going to do? Oh, yeah. Library. So basically, it allows you to almost pre-plan what you're going to do. You get all the traits in one run, so you don't have to worry about not getting one. As far as I know, they're not in specific locations. They are randomized as rewards. But to your level, except for the challenge ones. Those are all obviously set as one or another.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncy.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn from
Priority
Endo?
straight right there.
Chin up,
Good
keep a
job.
light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
Speaking from experience, or
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo!
And it gives some airtime as well. Oh, extra
Professor
diet.
Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology
Oh my
professor.
god.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at
sorry.
St. Mungo's,
By
my
Merlin.
predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his
think I know how that-
resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Yeah, especially if a bow trickles around. Them little bastards are apparently vicious. Oh god. And like, I mean vicious. Oh my god. I completely forgot about that one. Been sitting there for a while. Huh. Alrighty. That was plenty of time doing side quests. We are now going to jump to that main quest. That I do apologize for the long wait on, but wanted to clean them up. Kept getting side quests that had new spells. Preferably get those done just to make sure we have as many spells as we can to be ready for any combat situations we end up in. Probably the smartest way to do it. I mean, that's how I will tend to play it most of the time. Is try to make sure I'm as ready as
I was
can.
hoping.
Try to be as ready as I can for like whatever scenario I'm going.